So Rihanna has fat water. Fat water? I'm like, yeah, I want some fat water. Okay. Baby girl Riri. You should have ran away from this ingredient. Hi lovelies, welcome to Valento Skincare. From bright skin, hard to skin, glowing skin. You're in the right channel and you're in the right laboratory. So hit that like, subscribe, notification bell. Let's get right into this video. Yeah. FENTYSKIN. Rihanna, my girl Riri, my girl has her own skincare line. I'm so excited. I've known about the launch for quite some time. Do you know why I want to compare it to Kylie's skin? Now, when Kylie came out with her skincare line, it was this whole walnut scrub thing exploded and everybody was like, oh my god. I think Fenty and Rihanna are actually quite smart. They've probably taken a book out of Kylie's page like, oh, things not to do and things to do. So I thought it'd be great to compare the two brands and see who's giving each other a run for their money. Let's get right into this video. Toner, baby. Toner baby. I knew Rihanna was going to come out with a toner because you know why? I feel like Rihanna and I feel like we bougie a little bit. I like to use a hydrating toner just to give me that extra step of hydration. I was just, ooh, toner, baby. Toner's so nice, right? So Rihanna has fat water. I know, right? Fat. Why Kylie's skin has vanilla milk toner? That's such a boring ass name compared to FENTYSKIN, I know. Fat water. Do you want some fat water? I'm like, yeah, I want some fat water. These ingredients for the fat water toner by FENTYSKIN. We start off with water necessary to get your stuff going. Then we've got, ooh, people are not gonna like this one. We've got the witch hazel as the second ingredient on the ingredient list in the toner. Okay. Baby girl Riri. You should have ran away from this ingredient. Now, if you're new to my channel, thank you for joining the Valento Skincare family, but that means you're probably not seeing two of my videos where I talk about witch hazel and I go in depth about witch hazel. I'm not going to go too in depth here because we're comparing both products. I'm going to go in depth in my full ingredient review of FENTYSKIN. Witch hazel contains a group of antioxidants known as tannins. Now, tannins can be very drying for the skin. I don't like seeing witch hazel in there, but it's got niacinamide. I love niacinamide. Niacinamide is a really great ingredient. It's like in the top 5 ingredients. It doesn't tell us the percentage of niacinamide. It helps reduce oil production, helps with barrier function, helps keep more moisture in your skin, helps with pore size, and when mixed with zinc, it really helps your pores. It is niacinamide is a great ingredient. This toner also contains the fig extract. It's got some nice lovely fruit extract in there as well. But honestly speaking with you, a small 30ml bottle of niacinamide will do exactly the same thing as fat water is going to do for your skin. I know. Okay, the packaging for fat water looks like bio oil. So if you live in Europe, you're probably very familiar with bio oil. So funny. Kylie's skin, right? The vanilla milk toner. Kylie's one sort of a water, glycerin, squalane, very sort of very hydrating for the skin. And then we've got apple fruit extract, we've got banana leaf extract in there, perfume in there as well. What is up with celebrities' skincare line with perfume? Kylie's also got linalool. So linalool can actually be a potent skin sensitizer. Personally, I don't like the formulation of both toners at all, to be honest with you. They could have done better. If there were no other toners in the world and I had to pick one and use one, I'll pick FENTYSKIN because it's got the niacinamide in there and it's got the fig. It's got a lot more antioxidant benefits than the Kylie's one does. Ultra cleanser, remove it all cleanser. First ingredient, we've got water, then we've got sodium cocoa glycinate, then we've got sodium cocoa acetate, then we've got cocoa madropyl betaine. So it starts off with very obviously water, and then it's got some really hydrating ingredients starting it off, right? And we move down the list and it's got your sodium chloride, and we move further down the list. It's got a lot of fruit extracts as well. So we've got the Camellia sinus leaf extract, we got fig, we've got titanium oxide, and we've got perfume / fragrance, which is not the last ingredient. The sodium cocoa glycinate, right? It's an amino acid derived cleansing and skin softening ingredient. So you find a lot of cleansers, helps cleanse your skin, helps you get rid of dirt and sebum and all the oils during the day. Keeps your skin soft at the same time, so it's not overly stripping your skin. Another really star ingredient in this cleanser is known as fig. It's the fig fruit. Fig is a really great source of antioxidants. Antioxidants known as phenolic compounds. So these include gallic acid, for example. Or alongside the antioxidant benefits, because you know I love antioxidants, fig is actually quite interesting because it has been shown to help with the skin's hydration, really preventing water loss from the outermost layer of the skin. Total Remove It All Cleanser contains fragrance, which I know a lot of people do not like in your skincare product, especially a lot of sensitive skin people or acne prone skin. They don't like fragrance. Now, there's a divide between people and fragrance, right? I'm going to get to it in this video as well. But before I get into the whole fragrance talk, but let's go into Kylie skincare, because Kylie has a cleanser. You know, what brand doesn't have a cleanser? So Kylie Skin's got the foaming face wash. So we start off with water, aqua, and we've got potassium cocoglycinate, the cocamidropyl betaine. Then we've got the 1,2-hexanediol caproglycol. Then we've got sodium benzoate. Then we've got phenox. Then we've got kiwi seed oil. We've got sodium irulanate, quite lower down the ingredient list. This also contains fragrance. Supposed to pick a winner for this cleanser round definitely goes to FENTYSKIN. Not because it has a lot more ingredients. FENTYSKIN Total Remove It All Cleanser has a lot more hydration ingredients that are not going to overly strip your skin, and it's got the fig in there, which is great antioxidants. It's got tocopherol acetate, it's hydration and doesn't overly strip your skin, and helps you with your skin barrier as well. Okay, sunscreen is super important in any skincare routine. I always tell people, if you're not a skincare junkie or you've never really had a hard time with your skin's fine. You don't have to follow a trend of all new products coming out. You can stick to your basic skincare routine: cleanser, moisturizer, sunscreen. 3 products, great skin, right? Basic, keep it basic if you can, as much as you can. Okay? So let's repeat that: cleanser, moisturizer, what? Sunscreen. Always important. Has to be the last step in your skincare routine to protect your skin, also prevent premature signs of aging and wrinkles and hyperpigmentation and so many more. Okay? Now, sunscreen, love it, love it, love it, but it's very hard to get right. It's a very, very hard product to launch for any new company, or in fact for any skincare company, because so many different parts, like for example Europe and Australia and States, have different regulations for sunscreen. So Kylie Skin has SPF 40 sunscreen that can be used for your face, and then Rihanna's FENTYSKIN has a moisturizer with SPF 30. Oh, I'm watching you. Listen to this very carefully. A moisturizer with SPF is not the same as your sunscreen. Okay? But I really like the way Rihanna's gone about this. This is probably a line to introduce a lot of people into skincare. Someone like myself would not be using this moisturizer and not topping up my sunscreen. That's why I tell people, if you use a moisturizer or SPF, majority of the time you're probably not going to be applying enough moisturizer to give you the protection of the SPF 30 that's in the moisturizer. And majority of the time, the moisturizer once formulated can easily dilute the amount of sunscreen that's in the moisturizer. If it's a chemical sunscreen, look at the chemical sunscreen filters. If it's a mineral sunscreen, look at zinc and titanium oxide. Make sure your sunscreen is broad spectrum. I always use a broad spectrum sunscreen because I suffer with hyperpigmentation. That is my main skin issue. Okay, now let's look at the ingredients. Again, we're going to start off with FENTYSKIN because she's newbie in the game. Alright? Okay, now FENTYSKIN moisturizer with SPF 30. It's got the chemicals avobenzone, homosalate, and oxysalate, right? The problem with mineral sunscreen for darker skin tones like myself, when I apply mineral sunscreen, I get a white cast, right? Which is really, really something you don't want, especially when you're trying to take a selfie, you're out on the sun or on the beach trying to take a selfie. Something you don't want. You don't want a white cast. But towards the end of the list, the moisturizer you've got your fragrance, your linalool, your laminate. Even if it's less than 1% in that moisturizer, FENTYSKIN didn't need to include fragrance in that moisturizer. Now, some people don't really mind fragrance in their skincare, but this for sensitive skin, definitely not. I wouldn't recommend it for anybody with sensitive skin or acne prone skin. Okay, now Kylie Skin Broad Spectrum SPF 40 Face Sunscreen. Now this is a chemical sunscreen, right? It's got avobenzone, homosalate, oxysalate. This one doesn't contain fragrance. Woo! So you'll be happy to hear that one. I don't think fragrance is necessary in a sunscreen product. But I think we have to give credit to Kylie and Kylie Skin for the sunscreen because it actually does go on clear, right? Which is obviously very easy because it's a chemical sunscreen. They did do a good job by formulation this one. It's not too bad. If I was to pick a winner between the 2 sunscreens, I would pick the Kylie Broad Spectrum SPF 40 Face Sunscreen. You know what I think Rihanna has included fragrance in her first 3 products is because she's probably the kind of person that likes to feel, when you're doing your skincare routine, you smell nice and you go to bed and you smell so good and your man or your man or your girl, everybody just want to kiss you because lick your neck, tap away because it smells cute. But a lot of people don't like that. And a lot of people have sensitive skin. A lot of people have acne prone skin. And I personally don't like fragrance in my skincare products, even if it's less than 1%. I just think it's unnecessary. I'm a perfume girl. I'm a huge perfume girl. So even if I do my skincare routine, it takes me about 25-30 minutes to do my evening skincare routine. I just get a perfume and just spray it on my PJs or on my lingerie, and I spray on the perfume and I still smell good. I'm still lickable. Do you get what I mean? So I think fragrance or any fragrance components such as linalool, fragrance, perfume, laminate, unnecessary in any skincare product personally for me. So if FENTYSKIN was my brand, I would strip it off of all fragrances. Okay, I don't think it's necessary for anybody to have in your skincare product or your skincare routine, especially sensitive skin. I think Rihanna has oily skin because this seems to be very geared towards oily skin people. FENTYSKIN, this first 3 products. Just trying to guess, looking at the ingredients and the formulation and the products, right? But I'm going to talk more about that in the video about the full ingredient review that I'm going to release in a couple of days. But I think this has been a really successful launch, and I think it's nice of Rihanna and FENTYSKIN to include skincare influencers in the skincare YouTube world and the skincare Instagram world in their launch, not just beauty and makeup influencers. So I think this is lovely, not for people with sensitive skin or acne prone skin. But I think FENTYSKIN have done well, so umbrella, Ella, eh. I feel like Rihanna, even her introduction video, seems to be very invested in this process. I wouldn't know for sure, but I feel like she's someone who comes along as being very invested in this process and this formulation. And well done to both women. I also see women winning, so well done to them, and some really nice products. Not for everybody. If you guys purchase any FENTYSKIN products, tag me on Instagram at Valento Skincare. Let me see your purchase. Let me see how you get on if you do try it out. And thanks guys for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks, lovely.